Oh, yes, it's been a minute. Ah, yes. Bam, we're live. Good morning. Oh, something's weird. Something's weird. This is the first morning I've ever come in where there's no comments. Ever.
Oh, that is weird.
Isn't that weird? Usually there's at least one person who says first.
Post comment. Let me see. Let me check
Do you see
YouTube.
comments?
No, I don't see any at all.
I wonder if something's wrong with the stream.
Oh, there they are. Yeah, these are the first two.
Ah, there he is. Very consistent, Mr. Miller. I had so much fun on yesterday's Kill Taylor.
Did you?
Yeah, I just love the people who call in. I love Hattie Can You so much. I love Mason was so great.
Yeah.
What a cool dude.
That was a good show. I like that one.
People are nice. People are fun. People are. It's cool. It's cool. I didn't like it that we lost the $2,000.
Yeah, that's Taylor's fault.
Did you? I didn't like it when he said it's not my money. I was like, "Fuck you, dude."
Yeah,
it is our money. What are you talking about? We got to protect it. I don't mind when he
loses.
loses.
I don't even care. It's not even my money. It's like, no, that's your ego talking.
Like, wow,
we still want to. Like, when is the last time we went past $2,000? It's been like a few months now.
Should I call him and talk to him? And be like, "Hey, dude, that's a piss poor attitude."
Yeah,
what are you doing?
Light him up for it. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, let me see.
What is he even doing?
Where is he? And so many callers yesterday.
That was crazy. It was a pretty accessible workout, I guess.
Inclusive. It was a DEI workout.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Do I need to make him a shit sandwich, or should I just tear into him?
Well, we kind of tore into him yesterday, so maybe make him a shit sandwich.
Hello?
Hello.
Hey.
Hey.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, what's up, bro?
Hey, good show yesterday.
Show sucked.
That was the piece of bread, Caleb. Here comes the shitty part. I thought you programmed it really well.
What was the piece of bread? The show was great.
Yeah.
And the shitty parts that you thought I programmed it really well.
No, I haven't gone to the shitty part yet. Trying to ease in slowly before I give you feedback.
Okay.
I didn't like it when you said it's not my money. That part rubbed me the wrong way.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely care about not losing.
Okay, good.
I meant it more in the sense of I was getting really pissed at all the commenters sucking Mason's dick and getting all freaking all out.
It looks like it's fun to suck his dick, though.
There's a Diddy freak off in the comments.
They were just fucking crying about, you guys don't even want to pay him. It's like, guys, it has nothing to do with the $2,000. It's not yours or my money. That's what I meant. It wasn't like, I don't care that I lose.
Okay, good. Now, okay. I see the context of it now. Yeah. I think you handled it perfectly. I think it was very fair that we went back online. I don't know.
I don't know. I feel bad about the whole, I just feel slimy about the whole thing.
That's not your fault. That's the nature of the technology we have. We have a fucked up clock. We're fucking just winging it. And we had to figure it out.
Yeah.
And it was a virtual tie. I think if we go by what he says, he beat you by 0.47 seconds or whatever it was. And then you're like, okay, let's just weigh the bags. I thought that was a good tie break. I thought you handled it fucking perfect. Oh, that's the whole shit sandwich right there. Look, that's it. I really do think you handled perfect. I thought that was a great show too. I thought that was a funny bit too.
Yeah, I wish I would have held my ground more, maybe like on certain points. Like going forward, if someone beats me, it's not like immediately like, oh, great work, you get the money, unless they actually fucking stuff their bell end in my ass. Like if it's like a minute, they beat me by okay, whatever.
Now
But
they
if it's anything close like that ever again, it's like, hey, we got to do some checking before you get all excited, buddy, and square everything away. And if everything's not squared away, it ends there and then. No fucking videos afterward. Keep all that fucking review shit to yourself. You know what I mean?
I thought it was look at Jose Ramirez or Joseph Ramirez. Jose, Jesus, I'm racist. Joseph Ramirez says no, it's Jose. Joseph Ramirez says 12 out of 10. The show was good, dude. It was so good, and I
Word.
love the follow up show. You had a great attitude.
It was cool having all those people call in. I thought that was really fun.
Hey, are we gonna have?
It was like a party.
Are we gonna have any hot chicks at Syndicate in any of the lanes?
God, I hope so.
Allie, Colton's girlfriend, Colton's fiance.
We're all just
Hell yeah,
She's gonna be
dude.
in one lane.
we're
I think
all
that's
just
the only
ogling
girl.
Colton's fiance.
That's the only girl, dude. Other than
She's the hottest
Mason,
chick
I'm
out
not
there,
really
dude.
Sure if he has a, I think Mason might have a vagina, but otherwise, Allie's the only female out there.
All right, so we're more Chippendale than we are Brazers.
Dude, I invited women and they were like, I can't make it.
Oh, all right.
I even invited a lesbian, dude.
Allie, you're gonna have
They
to
said
hold it.
no?
You're gonna have to hold it down with a good sports bra, Allie.
Yeah, dude, the lesbian said no. It was Maggie Boyich.
What the
Oh,
fuck?
she's a
I thought she
beast.
was always down.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's what she claims. Turns out,
She ain't
not always
DTF,
down.
that's for sure.
Yeah. All right. Hey, your voice still sounds scratchy.
Dude, I've been sick for like a month. I'm fucking washed, dude.
Are you gonna go to the doctor?
Fuck the doctor. Dude, I don't even have fucking real health insurance. I pay some fucking Christian health share. It's probably fake.
Hey, do you have like
Scientology.
does Lizzie have like some holistic lady she goes to who like
An Ayurvedic fucking vaginal specialist?
yeah.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Yeah, Haley has one of those. Like she does
An OBGYN.
acupuncture or she reads her feet or she
Guys,
hooks her up
my-
to electric shit.
Lizzie definitely has some of that. My fucking dogs are taking my fucking firewood and thinking it's like a toy. Stop. They
All
go
right.
over to the firewood pile and they pull a fucking log out and they just take it
Look at
away
this
and chew
stick,
on it for
Dad.
an hour.
Hey, I think
Crazy.
Brad, that dude Brad Asaraf is gonna do Hiller, a deep dive with Hiller. I'm pretty excited next week.
Oh shit, that's crazy.
That'll be
wild.
good.
Hey, what do you think is gonna happen with this? What do you think is gonna happen with this whole Kale Lehman thing?
I don't know. Has HQ thrown their hat in the ring yet? Have they?
No, dude, but they have not. I don't think so.
I think Hiller's has moved on, but I saw Kipping at
Dude,
Rio.
he can't move on from that. That's crazy. He cannot move on from.
Oh, maybe Hiller will circle back to him. I'm not sure. Well, for sure, if he ever puts his head up again, he'll be under scrutiny. Hey, just think about how crazy you are if you're in the CrossFit space and you finish top 100 in the open and you don't think Hiller is going to look at your shit. And if you finish in the top 5, he's not going to call your mom. You know what I mean? And find your first girlfriend.
Yeah.
That's just not.
Do you use any? Yeah.
That's just not.
Do you use anything for weed spray? For weed killer?
No, fuck no.
Hey. Well, Lizzie sent.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say Lizzie sent me this video of a farmer talking about this like homemade concoction where they just use like vinegar, salt, and a little bit of dish soap with like 30% diluted vinegar, dish soap, and some salt, and apparently that does the trick. But I'm skeptical.
Hard R vinegar. Yeah, someone else said that the other day that they use that. Here's the. My dad told me one time when I was a kid, I was spraying termites with Raid, and he goes, "Hey, if it kills them, it kills you." My thought is, when I moved onto my property, there were no bugs and no reptiles. Now I've been here 8, and there was and they had covered the house in this poisonous tan bark. You know that fake rubber tan bark that's just ground up tires?
I didn't know. No, what's that?
It's just like cheap. It's poor man's tam bark. And anyway, that shit was all over my house. My house smelled like shit. I wheelbarrow by wheelbarrow, I took all that shit out, put it in the trash, like one wheelbarrow a week. And now my house is covered with lizards and crickets and bugs and spiders, and I love it. I really look down on people who use weed killer and bug spray. I think it is despicable.
Oh, dude, then I'm despicable because I went on
That's really
fucking
good.
DIYpestcontrol.com. I went on DIYpestcontrol.com and I bought the most powerful perimeter home fucking bug treatment spray, dude. If there's an ant in my house, I'm getting the nuclear codes.
Hell yeah,
Yeah.
dude. I'll
I
give
don't
them to
even-
you.
I don't even care. If there's ants in my house, I just sit down and
Fuck
talk to
that.
them. I just talk to them. Hey, could
Dude,
you,
no, if there's ants in my house, I'm fucking.
Dude, there was a
I gotta
snake in
wash
my
all my
house.
clothes.
There was a snake in my house yesterday.
Oh yeah, fuck that.
that doesn't
Well,
surprise me.
I
I'm gonna
don't even.
fucking
I
nuke
care
this
less
place.
about a snake.
What?
Dude, I don't care about a snake. A snake's whatever. Yeah, dude, whatever. It's a big animal. It's like one animal. Dude, bugs, insects are the fucked up things, dude. Little fucking crustaceans with their exoskeletons crawling around your fucking bed and biting you and shit. Fuck that.
We stayed in an Airbnb recently, and there was a giant cockroach in there. And my wife's like, "Holy fuck, there's a cockroach!" I'm like, "I got it, don't worry." And I just picked him up and gently carried him outside.
Well, see, I do that. I say, hey, don't worry, but I don't pick them up. I fucking whack the fuck out of them, dude. Cockroaches that's another thing. Dude, in
Get
the
'em at
South,
9.
they're everywhere.
When we first bought this house, when we first had Avi, Haley told me that I can't take the spiders outside anymore. I have to kill the spiders, and so I have been kind of following that rule for the most part. I kill spiders in the
Why?
house.
Well, dude,
She doesn't want them
That's
biting the
fucked up.
kids.
See,
She doesn't want them biting the kids.
Oh.
but spiders are the things that catch the fucked up bugs.
Yeah, I'm just doing it to make her happy. I don't know what I'm doing.
Do you have like a lot of house flies in California? Like those
yes.
Oh, dude, those are the worst. So, at my old house that we rented, if I opened the garage door to work out in that little garage, it would fill with like 1,000 of them.
I catch
I'm like,
I catch the flies using my fingers when they're up against the window and take them outside and throw them outside. Let them fly
no,
away.
you don't.
Yes, I do. I do.
Dude, so apparently if you spray like peppermint oil or clove oil, so I have this like monthly subscription for this yard spray shit you can spray. It's like a natural fucking oil,
Like tea tree
essential oil that you can. Yeah, basically you can spray it through your yard and it keeps the flies away. So see if that works this summer. I just can't do fucking flies in like the gym when I'm working out. Fuck that.
Animals die all around my house all the time, and I always know when they die because then we have those huge, and then they fill with maggots, and then we have those huge flies. Our house fills with those huge flies.
Dude, I
Horseflies?
can't.
Not horse flies, just big. They're not like little house flies. They're like giant house flies.
Mm.
Hey, what do
Those
you
are
do?
the
What
ones
do
I'm
you,
talking about?
what do you do for fleas?
Oh, dude. So I hadn't given Cora flea and tick for like 2 years. And we don't give them heartworm stuff either. But we took them to the vet recently and gave them because they were like one of them was itching. Like Cooper was itching a fuck ton, and we couldn't find a flea on him. Like we'd put him in the bath, we'd comb him, we just could not find a flea. And the vet was like, "Well, he might have a flea allergy, where if he just gets bit by one, it causes him to have an allergic reaction," which kind of pisses me off. Sounds like bullshit, but so we got this stuff called Credelia. It's like the most expensive flea shit, dude. It's like a fucking tablet they chew on once a month, and
Yeah.
like, apparently it's like the most expensive. But I wasn't giving it to them for forever, and if they would get a flea, I would just.
Did it work?
Yeah, I mean they don't itch as much anymore. For sure. I like it's also I haven't been like super consistent with it, which I think you really need to be. Because I hadn't given it to them forever. I mean, I feed them just all red meat too, so they're like super healthy, both of them. They just eat raw fucking ground beef day and night.
When I was a kid, we had this dog. His name was Shorty, and it was a boy dog. And I remember like once a week I would roll him over on his back and I'd pick fleas off his balls. He had so many fleas. Our house had so many fleas growing up. Now that I think about it,
God.
Jesus Christ.
yeah, you could throw a piece of
Jesus
paper.
Christ.
You could throw a piece of paper down on the ground, a white piece of paper, and then fleas would just start jumping on it.
What the fuck
Dude,
kind of house are you
stop.
living in?
That's just you're not telling the truth right
I am.
now.
I am
That's
telling.
disgusting.
I am.
That's so gross.
I am telling the truth. And then I remember my mom had this stuff put on the carpet. It was like this granulated salt shit. It wasn't poisonous, and supposedly
Diatomaceous earth.
supposedly that salt, it got rid of all the fleas for like a few months. It got into,
Was
I
it
guess,
diatomaceous earth?
I don't know. Someone says, Olivia's saying that's what it is. But basically, you put it on your carpet, and then it gets in the fleas, like, what'd you call it? Exoskeleton, and then they can't move and they die.
Yeah, it's diatomaceous earth, or I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but it's basically like ground up eggshells and shit, and they're like, it's such a fine granule that it cuts the exoskeleton and they dry out and die. We used that at the rental place before when one of them had like 3 or 4 fleas, and I freak out when they get stuff like that. It freaks me the fuck out. But what also freaks me out, dude, is like heartworm medication and flea and tick medication. It's like you said, like if it kills them, you don't think it fucking kills you too? And we're feeding it to our fucking pets. It disgusts me.
Hey, and you know what? What's crazy? I just realized this. I've always had a problem with buttholes because the fleas would run to my dog's butthole, and like there was a 1-inch perimeter around the butthole or 2 inches, and I wouldn't pick. Even if I saw fleas there, I wouldn't pick them off there. I was just disgusted by his butthole. But I had no problem picking them off the side of the penis or off the balls. I just didn't like. I didn't want to touch my fingers just near his anus.
What?
Dude, I have to grab my dogs. I have to put my fingers on either side of my dog's asshole and squeeze like I'm trying to pop a boil just to get the fucking stinky butt out of her ass, like at least once a week.
Ooh.
It smells. It smells like she fucking. It smells like she drug her ass
You
through
expressing her anal glands?
Fucking low tide, dude.
Yes,
I
yes.
have to express her. Yes, dude. I have to express them once a fucking week. It smells like a rotten fish factory, dude. On her ass.
We would take our dog to. We would
God.
take our dog to the vet. It would express the dog's anal glands. I forgot that was the term until Caleb said it, and that stuff would pour out onto the ground in the vet's office. And you're right, you described the smell perfectly.
That's disgusting.
It would pour out.
It was
That's
just, yeah.
wild, dude. Chorus doesn't pour out. That's the weird thing. It's like, what, you know, maybe once every 2 weeks she'll get stinky butt and like you can smell it, but I'll go and I'll fucking squeeze either side and nothing will come out. So what I do is I spray this like holistic, like dry shampoo flea tick preventer. It's like mint oil on this rag, and I just fucking rub her ass down with it and fucking squeeze, and makes it smell better. And she freaks out and she acts like somebody fucking, you know, stung her, and she goes and hides. But that works for me. I've never seen a stream of stuff come out. That's insane.
It would pour out, like you said, like sludge. It was like ground up sardines and poop and low tide smell. Listen to this crazy
That's
shit.
disgusting, dude.
So
My
fucking
girl-
gross, dude.
My girlfriend, Barclay wrote this. My girlfriend's aunt and uncle have a vegetarian dog. That is fucking, that's abuse.
No, yes, that's the
That's
animal abuse,
retarded.
dude.
That is abuse. They're not supposed to eat anything other. Dude, dogs are just, they're fucking carnivores for the most part, dude. They just eat fucking meat. They don't eat grains. That's the thing, dude. All of that fucking kibble, it just oxidizes. It gets disgusting. It's rancid fat, and it just gives them fucking those benign fat growth cysts. It's just fucking horrible, dude. It's like you're feeding your dogs cancer. And
Hey-
so is, I just freaked out, dude. So is the heartworm medication. It's a fucking anti-parasitic. You're just feeding your dog every month. What the fuck are we doing, people?
Hey, Kenneth DeLapp just wrote, you don't express your dog's anal glands yourself. I don't even know. I don't even understand what that is. I don't even know what anal glands are. When the doctor would do it, I
Dude,
couldn't see what he was doing, but I didn't even know. I was like, this is so weird.
You don't. So like, from what I read, like, I mean, I haven't tried to do it the way most vets do it, and that's like most male vets actually use their thing to do it. Like they, you know what I mean? Because what happens is if your
No,
dog
I
has
don't
nice,
know what you
long,
mean.
solid. Okay, so listen, if a dog takes a shit and it has a nice, thick, solid shit, it presses against the anal glands that comes out and expresses them naturally, and that's what's supposed to happen. Your
Oh
dog's
yeah, I
supposed
would
to take
always see a
robust-
few drops of that stuff come out when a dog poops.
Right, so they're supposed to take a nice, big, fat, solid shit. But if they're not taking those big, fat, solid shits, their anal glands never get expressed. So
Dude,
what
this is
male
on
vets like to
YouTube?
do, yeah, dude, what male vets actually like to do is they actually like to use their own thing to simulate a nice, thick, solid shit. And I've seen it done, which is crazy. It's honestly cruel. But what you can do at home is you just like lift the dog's tail.
Oh God, dude! Oh,
I'm not
God.
watching. I'm not
No,
watching. What are you guys
dude.
watching?
God, dude.
no,
Oh my God,
no.
dude.
No,
What did you guys just watch?
I watched a guy express him. He put his finger in the anus of the dog, dude.
And then he just used the same hand
Ew.
and
And
fucking
he
set him
squeezed
a
it like a
treat.
pimple, dude.
Oh
What?
God, dude.
Yeah, see, I've never done that. What I saw on YouTube is you put your fingers on either side of the sphincter and kind of press it. Like if you imagine
That's
the
what he
butthole was
did.
the pimple. You said he put his fingers inside the
He
butthole.
put
he
one
did- he
finger
did
inside
both.
the anus and then the
He-
other side on the outside and squeezed.
He did like a little 2-finger on either side and like press motion, and then he went inside and then expressed it. Dude, that's
Yeah, I've never
so
gone inside. I just
fucking
always did
gross,
the outer
dude.
method.
Oh God.
Yeah, I would never finger Cora's asshole. She would fucking kill me. She's looking at me. She's looking at me knowing I'm talking about her right now. She's like, why are you talking? Her ears are pinned back.
She's like, fuck that, dude.
Kenneth said, save yourself $50. $50. It's like $300 to see the vet. You know, when we put our dog down, it was like $1,000.
Jesus.
Dude, I couldn't. Yeah, isn't that crazy? They charge you to kill your fucking dog? It's like, what?
How are we gonna pay for all the drugs you gotta pump it full of?
Well, that's why I got a silencer.
Oh my.
Hey, how easy was that
Dude,
for
that
you?
It was so easy. It took me like a week. I went and
Mm.
applied for it, filled out the application, took an hour,
For
and
what?
did
For
all the
what?
fucking
To get a silencer?
silencer.
Oh.
Okay, because I'm
But-
gonna pick up an AR this week, and I want to get a silencer for it.
Dude, get a fucking 300 blackout, and you can use the Obsidian 9 suppressor for both a 300 blackout and a 9mm pistol. You can get this. You can use the same suppressor and make an
Oh,
adapter
really?
for it. Get a 300 blackout. Yeah, get a 300 blackout and do that.
Okay.
But dude, I had a cousin that like if a dog was like dude, my cousin had a dog. It was like third cousin, not first cousin. So I'm not that close with him. He's actually kind of a dirtbag. Not kind of, just massive dirtbag. But the guy had a dog, the same breed as my dog, and they had these kennels, and apparently this dog chewed another dog's face off from the other side of the kennel through the fence, and he puts it down himself. I'm like, dude, what? You just shot your fucking dog? Is that not crazy?
Whoa.
People do that shit.
Yeah, I have
Dude, I
I have friends who put their dogs down. It's pretty wild.
Fuck, dude. I could not. I got a neighbor across the street who just leaves his out 24/7 this backyard.
Is
Hmm.
is it tied to a
That's not
chain or
cool.
something? Does it have a chain around it?
Yeah, no, it's got a fence, but it also is on a chain. It's a massive, beautiful brindle cane corso. It's like dark brown and like light tan brindle. It's the most beautiful, huge fucking guard dog. The guy just leaves it outside 24/7. I'm like, dude, that's probably like a fucking $3,000 dog. A,
Mhm.
B, it's your fucking dog, dude. Let it inside. What's your problem?
Hey, when I was a kid, we would go to school and we would put our dog in the garage, and the garage would get to probably like 150 degrees. It would be so, and then we'd come home and let the dog out. He would just have a bowl of water. Now, in hindsight, I can't believe that dog lived.
Jesus.
And then I would come home, and then I would come home from school. I was like 7 years old, and it was so hot. It'd be like fucking 110-degree days, and the dog would be in the fucking garage. And then I'd come home, and we had a chain, a fucking steel chain that was like 20 feet long, and I put it around the tree in the front yard, and then tie the dog up to it.
Yeah, that's
That was
that's why foreign people shouldn't have dogs.
and that's the dog I used to pick his fleas off his balls, Shorty.
Oh my God.
Jeez.
All right.
It's crazy, dude. All right.
All right. Well, thank you for the discussion.
See you, bro.
Okay, bye. All right.
Okay, love you.
So,
Bye.
we learned about anal expressing. No, only one hot chick, Allie, at Syndicate, and bug spray. All right. That was an educational.
That was good.
What did Matthew say? In Afghanistan, dogs are used to zero your optics. Holy shit.
That's kind
Oh
of
my goodness.
it's kind of fucked up.
That means you shoot the
It's
dog
funny.
to do like to figure out like your scope is working good.
Yeah. You gotta shoot like probably 5 rounds, just so you know, like, hey, I'm dialed in. You know.
Where I grew up in the sticks, a guy I knew bought 2 hunting retrievers, and one of them didn't retrieve, so he shot it.
Yo,
Wow.
what the fuck?
Wow. Wow.
Jesus, dude.
Vet visits and child sick visits, same. Yeah, I agree. Taking your kid to the doctor when they're sick is like, I've done it once. My kid was taking like Ari, this is probably like a year ago, was taking like 40 breaths a minute. And I was like, all right. He was panting while he was sleeping.
Yeah, that's bad.
Damn.
That is pretty bad.
I saw an interesting article this morning. I had no idea what I wanted to talk about this morning. Oh, by the way, Wilson Pack's coming on tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so is Dalton Rasta. Wilson's coming on for an hour, and then Dalton Rasta's coming on. He's got a fight coming up this week.
That's awesome. Did
you watch?
What?
Did you watch the fights last night?
I watched the what is it called? The main event, the big card.
Yeah,
I watched that. It was pretty good.
No one who I. Well, I guess I wanted Volk to win.
Yeah.
I wanted Chandler to win. Patty fucking beat the shit out of him.
Yeah, that was crazy. I did not expect that. I really expected him to just get fucked up because I don't see Patty as being a real fighter anymore. I just see him as like a fucking cheap Conor McGregor, and
he looked amazing last night.
Yeah, he looked really good.
And then Jack Della Maddalena's fighting for the belt in a couple weeks. Christian? You diagnosed me with type 2 diabetes, pre-diabetic last week, and now what did he diagnose me? I thought I saw something. What did he say? Sevi sounding rough. No, I'm good. When I come on the show and talk, it takes my voice a while to warm up because I just woke up and I don't talk to anyone before I come on the show. Sometimes I have to stretch my jaw out. Just imagine waking up and then just talking for 90 minutes. It's weird. I'm still not used to it. People had MAGA flags there. Yeah, the crowd was great. You know what's weird is I was watching the fight.
Yeah.
And then afterwards on Instagram, I saw a video clip of Trump entering the building, and somehow I missed that. Did you see that part when he entered the building and the crowd went crazy?
I missed that too.
They even have a walkout song for him. They play Kid Rock.
Really?
Yeah. I heard Joe Rogan saying, what a trip. The only people who get walkout songs and do walkouts are the fighters and the president.
That makes sense.
And he had the whole posse there. Ted Cruz, fucking
Tulsi Gabbard, Kash Patel, Elon was there. Elon's son was there.
That's wild.
It was pretty crazy. I was kind of tripping because before I turned on the fights, I was watching Kill Tony, that Netflix special.
Yeah, how is that? Is there nudity in it or something? Is it crazy? I heard Taylor say it's crazy.
It's not that good. It's like the only thing that saves that show is the people who come on and act like Elon and Trump and RFK and
they're there.
Yeah, the guys who act like Elon.
Oh, who act like
that? They put on the
yeah.
costume and then they look like that.
That shit's awesome.
Yeah, the first probably 45 minutes, Joe Rogan looks like he's like tripping balls. Like his eyes are completely wide open. He's like this the whole time. He's just looking around.
Yeah.
Paranoid looking. He kind of calms down and then just starts like saying some shit. But what the fuck is that guy's name? The big retarded white guy. He dresses up as Trump.
Shane Gillis.
Yeah.
He's awesome.
He saved that whole show, I think.
Oh, he did?
After he came on, he saved the whole show.
Is it different than the show that they do in Austin?
No, it is the show that they do in Austin.
Exactly.
There was a crazy, I don't want to ruin it, but if you're going to watch it, but there was some crazy circumstance. Some guy was riding a BMX bike from San Diego across the United States. He's a comedian.
Yeah.
And he's just like going from like comedy house to comedy house. Ends up landing in Austin, Texas on the day of the show. And then he gets a bucket pull and they pull him up on stage, which is, it seemed a little rigged. Some of the pulls seemed a little rigged, but
Yeah.
that one was pretty wild. He came on and he had a pretty decent minute and like told his story. And then I guess there was another guy riding a skateboard from North Carolina going the opposite direction, going across the United States. And they met up at the show at the same time.
What?
They like end up at a restaurant together and they're like, yo, what's up? And they're like, oh, you're going across the United States? Yeah, me too. One of them's riding a skateboard and the other one's riding a BMX bike. A BMX bike, single speed bike across the United States.
Yeah, that's crazy. And the skateboard's crazy too.
Yeah, that's also pretty whacked.
I thought it was too many spicy margs last night. No, I didn't drink last night. I watched the fights at Greg's house, and even when I left, I told my wife, I'm like, hey, just so you know, I haven't been drinking. She always gets worried about me when I'm with the kids. You never know.
Wow.
No drinking. Just because it's late at night. No, it's late at night, 10:30. She wants to make sure, that I haven't been. She always says, were you drinking? Were you drinking? I'm like, no. Please be careful. The arsonist was denied a bank loan. What arsonist?
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I thought the fights were good. I think Diego Lopez fucked up. I think he should have come out harder in the first round. Oh, crap. I meant Kill Tony is better watched in clips. Kill Taylor's freaking awesome. Best show on the internet. My bad.
So, yeah, that's the one thing about Kill Tony is like that show and that show in Tires. You watch Tires with Shane Gillis? That's like his little Netflix TV series.
I know. I haven't seen it.
All of those shows are horrible as like their own. Like if you watch the show itself, it's terrible. But if you watch it like on TikTok or on Instagram, like they just have it clipped up into like the funny shit, then it's good. But don't even bother watching the show. Just find all the good clips on the internet.
Someone told me Sean Ryan's the same way, but I watched Sean when Eli Crane was on Sean Ryan, and the whole show was fucking good.
Really?
Yeah. Have you watched Sean Ryan, a whole show?
The last full Sean Ryan show I watched was that guy who owns GBRS Group. He was like a SEAL Team 6 guy, like super fucking badass. He told a story like his dad was a SEAL Team 6 guy, and then he got into the teams, and now he's a SEAL. He like retired and all this shit, and now he opened a company. And so his story was really cool because his dad just like hazed the fuck out of him until he got to the teams, and then when he got to buds and shit, it was like easy. I don't know. The story was pretty cool, but other than that, I haven't really watched much of it.
Why would I be sneezing in my own office?
Fleas.
Oh, it's so nice walking around my yard and not worrying about dog poop. That's the one good thing about not having dogs. I haven't had to worry about dog poop in months.
That's right.
And I walk everywhere barefoot. Huh? Yeah. I was obsessed with picking up dog poop. And it's still weird because sometimes I catch myself looking around for it, and then I'm like, oh no, we don't.
Yeah.
We don't have any dog poop.
I will say the nice thing about having a small dog is having tiny little poops.
Little poops.
Little baby poops.
Yeah. You have a dog?
Yeah, I have a little border collie.
Oh, did I know that? Have I seen your dog?
Probably.
Get another dog. I know. You know what's funny? I was with Greg the other day, and he said, hey, why don't you find 2 Borbles and order them, and we'll each take one.
Oh, shit.
That would be cool.
Yeah, John, the DJ Shipley episode. That's the guy who owns GBRS Group. Crazy shit.
There was a
Were you surprised that Volk actually won?
Yes. I couldn't believe how good he looked.
Yeah, he looked good. I don't know. It just seemed I felt like when I was watching it, it could have gone either way almost. That was the impression I got. But also I was like kind of back and forth watching and not watching.
But I thought he won on points. I thought he won on points.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah. No, I wasn't surprised at the decision. You know what was weird? Those last 3 fights, Volk versus Diego, Yair versus who did Yair fight?
Patricio Pitbull.
Oh yeah. And then there was another one. I can't remember. But the height discrepancy between all the fighters on that card was bizarre. The last 3 fights were a tall guy versus a short guy.
Yeah, I didn't even realize how tall one of the guys was. But Joe and everybody was talking about how big the fucking dude was. And then walked out, or he won, and then stood next to Joe Rogan. He was standing like a head over Joe.
Yeah, that was such a trip. And what's crazy, Volk used to weigh 220. Oh, Volk was so strong. Volk was throwing him around in the ring. But look at Volk was tiny compared to Diego Lopez. Chandler was tiny compared to Pimblett, and Pitbull was tiny compared to Rodriguez.
Yeah.
And then I enjoy that guy. Jean Silva is just fucking wild.
Oh, that's who it was. He was huge compared to Bryce Mitchell, right?
Yeah, he was thick, and he was such a bully. Yeah. I was really impressed with how he just controlled the ring. He was such a bully.
Is it bad of me to say that I'm glad Bryce Mitchell got the shit beat out of him?
And then Dan Ige and Sean Woodson, that fight was crazy too. Sean Woodson was 6'2.5", and Dan Ige was only 5'8". I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know either. It was cool. I mean,
I don't dislike Bryce Mitchell for saying he wants to. The only clip I saw is he said he would go fishing with Hitler. I don't hate him for that. Like, he's a weird dude.
I don't know. I thought for whatever reason, maybe I don't know. When I saw him come out, I was like, I kind of hope he gets the shit beat out of him.
That dude who beat him, I'm dying to see that guy fight Yair Rodriguez now. They're in the same weight class.
That's insane.
Yeah, that's that 145-pound weight class. Yeah, that would be awesome to see those two fight.
Yeah. I'd love to see that.
I saw this story break this morning. I was torn between bringing this up or some Doge shit. There's so much funny Doge shit. Florida assistant principal. Is FLA Florida?
Yeah.
Florida assistant principal. The fuck is this thing? Here, close. Made middle schooler massage her feet, then had a creepy rationalization. Dr. Kiva Lark, 53, is now on administrative leave and faces charges of lewd and lascivious conduct and lewd offenses against a student by an authority figure.
What's lascivious?
That's a great. I think it means like sexual or some shit.
Feeling or revealing an overt and often offensive sexual desire.
All right. Huh. This story is so crazy. An assistant principal, look, this is her. Listen, if your principal has a nose piercing, take your kid out of the school.
And your principal looks like that.
An assistant principal at Florida Middle School faces multiple charges after she allegedly ordered a student to rub her feet. Dr. Kiva Lark, 53, has now been placed on administrative leave by the school and faces counts of lewd, lascivious conduct and lewd offenses against the student by an authority figure, according to a probable cause affidavit obtained by police. A deputy with the Polk County Sheriff's Office wrote in the affidavit that he arrived at Lake Marin Creek Middle School to conduct interviews a few days after the alleged lewd contact incident. The deputy wrote that he spoke with an 8th grade student at the school who said he had been kicked out of class and then taken by Lark to her office. When they arrived, I was really thinking she made him eat her out. I was kind of disappointed how the article is a little bit of a letdown. Wouldn't that be crazy? Make some 8th grade boy just lick your pussy. When they arrived at Lark's office, the administrator allegedly told the student that her feet hurt, according to the affidavit. The student told the deputy that this is when he was instructed by Lark to rub her feet. The student advised he obeyed and began rubbing her feet. She told him he was not doing it right, the affidavit regards. Dr. Lark, then demonstrated how she wanted her feet rubbed by rubbing his arms. While doing so, she stated, "I am teaching you foreplay."
Oh my God.
What the fuck is wrong with people?
I'm teaching you foreplay.
The deputy also spoke with Mika Scarvers, a behavioral interventionalist who was also present in the room at the time. You know when people are like, you don't understand, I'm an expert. Well, there was an expert in the room. Those are two experts. That's a principal who's an expert and an interventionist who's an expert. So anytime anyone says, I'm an expert, just remember these two fucking idiots.
What the hell?
Scarvers confirmed Dr. Lark placed her legs across the student's lap. All I think is that her feet were on his cock and balls. Is that what you think?
Yeah. Yeah.
If your feet are on someone's lap, they're on their dick.
Yeah.
With exposed bare feet and instructed the student to rub her feet. The affidavit claims she also overheard Dr. Lark instruct the student to rub her feet as if he loved her.
What?
Rub my feet as if you love me. The deputy also spoke with a second eyewitness. So there were 2 other people in the room, a female student who was present at the time. The female student advised she witnessed the massage Dr. Lark's feet for approximately 30 minutes, and if he wasn't massaging them correctly, she would massage his biceps. The female student stated Lark said it was foreplay and preparing him for when he gets a girlfriend, the affidavit says. She was the female student also stated Dr. Lark said she was fulfilling one of his fantasies because boys fantasize about their teachers.
Oh,
The female student advised she felt uncomfortable and disclosed information to the other principal when asked later on. My school didn't have 2 principals, did yours? We had an assistant principal.
yeah, I think that's what we had. We had a principal and an assistant principal.
The final interview with Miss Lark at her residence, Lark allegedly told the deputy that she felt the need to humble the student because none of the other disciplinary methods she attempted had been effective, according to the affidavit. She also acknowledged that her behavior was inappropriate and unprofessional, and wrote the deputy, but said she had no recollection of touching the boy or making inappropriate comments. On April 10th, Lark was arrested by the PCSO. What's that? Police.
Panama City Sheriff's Office.
Oh, okay, nice. And she said it to make her first court appearance on Friday afternoon. This is a abhorrent behavior for anyone who works among students, especially an administrator.
Pinellas County Sheriff's Office.
As if it was like the cook in the fucking cafeteria, it would be better. This person no longer has any business being around children. Superintendent Fred Hyde of the Polk County Public Schools said in a statement to the people, we commend the school principal for immediately reporting this incident so we could take action and work with Polk County Sheriff's Office to protect students. Please tell me you have a story. Only call in if you have a story about railing one of your teachers or a teacher doing something inappropriate to you. Inappropriate. We could do a whole show. I would love to do a whole show on things teachers did inappropriately to you. Call in and tell me. I want to hear it. Caller, hi.
Hey, Sevy.
Hey.
Sevy, are you there, Sevy?
Yeah. What did a teacher do to you? I can't wait to hear this.
So this is great because I didn't know you were going to ask that question as I was calling in, but this is exactly what I had to say. So I called in, I don't know, 2 or 3 days ago when it was you, Souza, and Taylor Self together.
Yes.
And as I was hyping up the Sentinel training program and talking about how Taylor was my teacher, when I watched back the video, that's when he picked up the C4 can with his feet and drank out of it. So I would say that's pretty damn inappropriate, Sevy.
But perfect for this show.
Perfect. It was absolutely epic. And then watching your face, how giddy you were as he was doing that it was so good. It was so funny.
I love it that I just love the eclecticness of the show that Taylor there's dudes jerking off to Taylor's feet. Like that's where we are now in the saga.
We've hit both a low and a high. And then
and Taylor's fully embraced
Taylor.
it. Taylor's fully embraced it. He's not he talk about lean. I don't know if you're supposed to lean into stuff. I don't know if you're supposed to lean into that, but he's chosen to.
That sucker, he fell right into it. He leaned and tripped and is chucking and rolling through it. So that's good. And Caleb, I mean, you are like so good on Kill Taylor stuff. Your wittiness really makes that. You were the pot stirrer on that whole thing yesterday. So good for you.
Thanks.
Wow, just handing out compliments everywhere.
Now
I'm
uncomfortable.
Did you ever have inappropriate interactions with any teachers?
There were some that I wish I did, but no, I never did.
Oh yeah. You wouldn't have been scared?
Oh, I would have been terrified, but it would have been fun.
Yeah, good point. All right. Well, thank you.
Yeah, thank you guys.
All right, bye.
Okay, bye.
That guy jerks off to Taylor's feet. Love the non-CrossFit shows. This is CrossFit. Hey, do you know Joe Ellis was on the Dark Horse podcast recently?
What's the Dark Horse podcast?
That's that huge podcast. That podcast got huge during COVID. It was Brett Weinstein. It was the guy. Did you ever see the movie Safe Spaces? And that professor at that university in Washington, they had a day where no white students were allowed on campus. And he's a white professor. And he's like, this is fucking bullshit. You can't make a day where no white people can come to school. And so he came to school. It's a PragerU Adam Carolla film. It's so good.
No,
Anyway,
the
movie, there's supposed to be safe spaces on campus, and anyway, the space becomes exceedingly unsafe. And anyway, this guy and his wife end up having a podcast. He's been on Joe Rogan probably a dozen times, and he's got this big podcast that's called Dark Horse Podcast. And I saw a clip the other day, and what's cool is Joe's talking about how awesome CrossFit is. It was cool. Wow. Yeah, I was impressed. At first, I thought it was like, I didn't think it was real. It's a huge platform. My kid doesn't have any friends and he plays video games all day.
It means they're autistic. That's what he's saying.
Here we go. I sent a gay dude a pic of my feet and told him to have fun jerking his dick. Oh, that's really. He's not joking.
No, I know. I fucking know, dude. What the fuck?
In the 7th grade, I had this teacher named Mr. Boylan. It was like the advanced English class. It was 7th or 8th grade. And something was wrong with him. And I remember always tripping on his hands. He had these long, skinny fingers. And he was older. He was probably like 70. Really soft looking hands.
Okay.
And he was weird. He was so weird. And now in hindsight, I realize he was really effeminate. He must have been gay. And he did this thing where he would come up behind kids and he would hold their head and put his fingers in their ears.
He starts stimming them.
I don't know what the fuck he was doing, but one time he tried doing it to me and I flipped around and I'm like, hey dude, don't touch me. And he thought it was funny and cool. I did not like it.
No,
I did. And I never wanted him to do it to me. And it was probably like in the 4th quarter. And I always wondered, like, is he ever going to try that shit to me? Because he never did, And then the one time he tried it, I flipped around and he had long nails, weird long fingernails. And, he said right in front of the whole class, he goes, "What's wrong with you? Did someone touch you inappropriately as a child?" He said that in front of the whole fucking class.
What the fuck?
And I remember telling some adults and like, no, and everyone's like, no, whatever. You know what I mean? Just like, whatever.
That is not whatever.
No.
That's
Mr.
fucking creepy.
Jake, isn't that normal?
Oh my God, dude.
Just think of all the fucked up shit that happens at schools. Hey, these aren't superheroes. They're just people.
Yeah. And they just have like a bachelor's degree. Like,
and
I have a bachelor's degree.
And they're
nothing.
Like high school teachers are just adults who are in a classroom with your horny boys and your daughters who are dressed inappropriately with their tits pushed up, starve for attention with their newfound attention that they get from their titties. That's what school is. Just a giant.
It was so funny when you notice like the first chick to ever get tits was it like in 8th grade?
Yeah, I remember her. Amy Napirsky. She was my friend. I was so happy she was my friend. She was so cool.
For us, her name was Sabrina. I don't even remember her last name, but everybody just wanted her attention, or they just wanted to like be around her all the fucking time.
Yeah,
it was pretty hilarious. Now looking back on it, you're like, Jesus Christ.
She was in my woodshop class, and she was so cool. I never got to touch him or anything, but I talked to her about him all the time. I'll never forget it. Amy Napirsky.
I think she used to just let dudes touch her boobs. People would just ask like in like passing. They'd be like, "Can I touch your boobs?" And she'd be like, "Sure." It was fucking wild.
Yeah. Don't send your kids to school. There's hot girls there. Keep them locked in a basement until they're 35 and fully developed. No bad stuff can happen. Oh, Patty, here's the thing, buddy. I don't even know if I should try to explain it to you. But I know what the gap between the top And the working class has certainly grown tremendously. Bringing on the tariffs, the wealth class also needs to learn some more about nobles. Okay. Listen, don't hit send until you read it like 3 times.
Do you want me to show Taylor's DMs with that guy?
No.
Okay.
When I was teaching, I had inappropriate relations. Thank you, though, for asking. When I was teaching, I had inappropriate relations with another teacher. Does that count? No, that's fine. You're allowed to rail the other teacher. And there was this brand called Fila. Do you know the brand Fila?
Oh, yeah.
And so she would her favorite shirt was this really tight Fila shirt.
Nice.
And I can just see it now, the F being pushed out, and it was awesome.
What are the chicks in my high school? They used to, what are they called? Like camis or something? Like camisole. It was just like a really tight fitting shirt with like spaghetti straps on it.
Yes.
And then they would wear like 2 or 3 bras and then just like push them up as high as they could.
I can totally see that in my mind's eye. In the 8th grade, I got called a brick wall. That means you were flat. Then every 6 months, my tits grew a cup. Yeah, and your whole world changed, right? How people treated you, all of a sudden, your whole world. Show the world the diss between me. No. Oh, between
DMs. The DMs between me and gay cancer Brian.
No,
that's what the dude looks like.
No.
Gay cancer Brian. It's pretty fucking funny.
There were these group of, there's this cohort of poor girls too. Their tits would get really big and they would try to hide them. Do you remember that? And they would stand like this.
Yeah, and then they would like wear really big clothes, like baggy clothes.
Yeah, baggy clothes.
Or they would like
better than fucking up your whole posture.
Yeah, they'd like triple up on sports bras, so you could never tell.
They were just pinned down.
Yeah, I can't imagine how uncomfortable that would be.
Oh shit, Matthew. One guy on the track team was railing out the assistant female track coach. Probably a 12-year difference. He got nothing but dabbed up and praised.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, you were 16. Hot. There were a couple old ladies in my life who were double my age who were trying to get with me. I was terrified of them. I liked the thought of it when they weren't around. Yeah. And then anytime they came around or they called me or tried to have like some sort of like private time, I was terrified. I avoided it like the plague. I was so scared.
Would you just like think you were going to fuck it up or something? You just nervous because you had the thoughts about them and you were going to be with them in private?
I didn't even have any explicit thoughts. I just thought, I don't know what I thought. I just remember being scared. I remember I liked the idea of them liking me, and that was it. That was it. And then anytime it was like, hey, you should, like they'd call me like at 11 o'clock at night or page me or whatever. I think I had a pager at the time. Like, fuck that.
What the fuck, dude?
Yeah, what?
No, thank you.
Oh, our basketball coach was a creep. Look, see, that's the difference. For girls, the dudes are creeps. For guys, they're getting dabbed up.
Mm-hmm.
Public school is fine. The key is being a MN involved parents. You see some shit you don't like, you send them somewhere else. No, public school is not fine. There's no schooling going on at public schools, contrary to what Pat believes. The problem isn't sending your kids to school or not sending your kids to school. The fact is that the unions run the school, and it has nothing to do with teaching your kids anymore. And that the vast majority of the time your kid spends in school is wasted. They're not doing anything.
Mm.
It's really fucked up. It's really fucked. It's so bad. I can't even believe Pat defends it. Just think, this one story here of this principal, that shit's going on everywhere all the time.
Yeah, how many public schools are there in the United States?
Yeah. Hey, dude, there's no schooling going on in public school. Spoke to my parent that has no kids in public school. Hey, dude, I went to fucking public school for 13 years, and my friends and I, all we did was fuck around. There were 95,842 public schools. And Pat, here's what's crazy. When you went to school, Mike, you shut your fucking pie hole too. We all went to public school. Public school is not fine. Yeah. All you do is fuck around. No one cares about you. The teachers, the vast majority of teachers are fucking losers. That's why they're fucking teachers.
That's why they're elementary and high school level teachers.
These aren't overachievers. These aren't innovators. These aren't like benevolent people, the vast majority of them. It's a fucking complete shit show, dude. You go to school and you spend 8 hours there and learn what you could learn in 15 minutes anywhere else. I don't know why you insist to defend it. It just is what it is. Is it because you feel bad because you sent your kids to school? Is that why? No, I'm not talking out of my ass. Dude, I went to school for 13 years. I went to elementary school. I went to junior high. I went to high school. College is even worse. College is a fucking joke. Now, yes, there are kids there. They do assign you books. You do put those little brown covers on them. Could a kid who is self-motivated are there people who come out of there okay and educated and smart? Sure. But we all had, every single one of us had a dozen teachers throughout our fucking elementary, junior high, and high school years where it was just a complete joke. Everyone was taking advantage of the teacher. You could change your grades in the book. You could cheat. You could do anything. Like, it had nothing to do with learning. I loved school, by the way. I thought it was awesome. I had no problem going to school. I woke up you didn't like it, Caleb?
I fucking hated it. It was horrible.
You didn't like going there for your friends? I loved going there. It was just being mischievous from fucking 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. every day. All it was fucking around.
You and I had very different school experiences. You went to the same like school system growing up, like you were in the same like elementary.
Yeah, same dudes. I went to kindergarten with were in my high school. Yeah.
I went to a different school every 3 years, and so I never had any like continuous friends. And so whenever I showed up, I was like the new guy, and nobody, like, you're going into like these very established cliques of people.
Yeah.
And you're fucked because these people have been growing up together like before they even went to school. They're all friends, and then you show up, and then you just try to you just exist. Nobody asks you to go hang out, like nothing. You try to do it, like get together with people and play sports, and that's it.
Oh yeah, that would suck. Like, I went there to see my homies.
Yeah, I didn't have that. I got homies now. But.
Kindergarten, I would sum up kindergarten as I was in love with my teacher. First grade, I spent most of first grade. It was so easy, just fucking around and pencil fighting. Second grade, started chasing girls. Third grade, I hung out with my two teachers smoked cigarettes a lot. And I just remember hanging out with them a lot, just outside talking to Mrs. Thompson and Miss Pertansky. Fourth grade was Mr. Napcamper. He was the one that you would hit kids in the class, and he would use like all sorts of terms like, you goddamn cotton picker. Yeah, he hit kids. That was great. And I really enjoyed that. You know what I mean? I enjoyed the excitement.
Yeah.
Kids getting hit, getting slammed against desks, pushed on the wall. He was crazy.
We had a teacher that threw a desk once. Like, you know those ones that are like desk and chair combined? It's
yes.
Like
that's the ones that I had those.
Yeah. He picked one up. He was a literature teacher, like a writing teacher or something like that. He picked one up and like threw it across the classroom. I don't even remember why, but he was like this huge black guy. And he just picked it up and flung it. And you're like, what the
racist,
fuck, dude?
Fifth grade, Carrie Henry was in my class, and the whole year was just me. The teacher said in the first day of school, eventually you will sit by every single person in this class. In this school year, only person I wanted to sit by was this girl named Carrie Henry, and I never got to sit next to her.
Did you bring it up to her? Like you said?
No, it was a guy. Mr. Freitas was the teacher. It sucked. And that was a tough year because my school closed down and I switched schools. And I went from being the cool kid to getting picked on. And I remember there was a 2-week period where I didn't have any shoes. So I had to wear my mom's shoes to school every day, her tennis shoes.
Oh.
That was fucked up.
That's
and I would always forget, right? Like it'd be a long day at school getting made fun of. And then I'd come home, have so much fun. And then in the morning I'd wake up and I'd be like, and I'd see I had to put those shoes on again. And I'd be like, oh, fuck. And you want to know what's crazy? I had those shoes. I had to wear my mom's shoes to school for like 2 weeks. And then finally, my mom took me to the mall and I bought a pair of shoes and I bought British Knights. Do you know that brand?
No.
It's the
British
black guy.
Knights.
It's black guy shoes. And I got
like JNCO.
I don't know that brand, but it's black guy shoes, and I got fucking destroyed for that too.
Because you're not black.
I guess they didn't know I was black. Yeah, BKs. I got fucked up for that.
Those look like normal. These probably aren't the same that they've made years ago. But
let me see. They're like high tops and shit. They had like all sorts of extra shit on them. No, that is not what they were like when I was a kid.
Is this the brand though?
Yeah. Now they look like they're fucking homosexual shoes. They were like flamboyant black guy shoes, like Air Jordan type looking things, you know?
Oh, okay.
They
look like knockoff fucking Converse.
They were high tops. Yeah, I wore my mom's shoes to school for like 2 weeks. Hey, dude, when I was a kid, I would wear my shoes until the sole was flapping and my socks were out. What? Did you do that?
No way, dude.
Yes.
My parent, I love shoes. I'm a big shoe guy. And so basically I got a new pair of shoes every probably 6 to 8 months.
Get a new pair of shoes once a year.
Dude, if I got like, if any part of the shoe was like coming apart, folded, creased.
Yeah.
I was like, Mom, I need new shoes. And we would go fucking shoe shopping.
I would never get a pair of and my shoes, there always was, or so, you never wore shoes until the sole on the bottom completely wore out and your foot was touching the ground?
Absolutely not.
Wow.
No.
Caleb was bougie.
We're rich, dude. Was it so fucking rich?
Was it cold where you were at? Is that why?
No. Anywhere we lived, it was always 6 to 8 months. I got new shoes.
Sevon, are you smoking crack with these shoe stories? No. That was You know what's crazy? Let me ask you this. So we were hanging out with some people the other day, and I was talking to this guy who's old, like 84 years old, and we were talking about kids' pajamas. And I go, "Oh, I've never owned a pair of pajamas." And he goes, "What?" And I go, "I've never owned a pair of pajamas." He goes, "In your whole life?" And my mom was there, and he didn't believe me. He goes, "Come on." And he goes, "Rosemary, did your son ever sleep in pajamas?" She's like, "No, he didn't own pajamas." And then I go to him, and my kids were there too. And I go, "My kids have never owned a pair of pajamas either."
Yeah.
Do you own pajamas?
So every Christmas we end up getting a set of pajamas.
I would get pajamas for Christmas, but from some random, but I would just give them away. I'd be like, I don't know what to do with these.
Those would always go in the trash can. But I've never like intentionally bought a set of pajamas to wear to go to bed. Like I just wear shorts and a t-shirt.
I think
shorts.
And since I've been a kid, I've always thought I didn't understand pajamas, and now there's this whole cohort of kids around me. I haven't talked about this in years, but I used to talk about it when the podcast first started. There's kids who just go out in their pajamas. Like I would be at tennis, and some kid would show up, some fucking 8-year-old kid would show up to tennis practice in his pajamas. And I was like, do you not have parents?
They look like little fucking shitlets.
Yeah, anytime I see a kid in pajamas, I think that their parents do meth. That's what I think.
Yeah, and then they just have shit piled up on their front porch. They have like a bike that doesn't work and like a unicorn horse or something.
Yes. Yes.
Just dumb shit. Then
it's always kids with messed up gross hair too. It's always kids with messed up gross
super greasy, fucked up hair. And they're probably wearing Crocs with a bunch of like little giblets on it. And then or they're wearing like those stupid furry shoes, like the ones that are just like really fuzzy and then they have claws on them.
A girl would come to tennis practice in those. She would have pajama bottoms on, wear a jacket, and this was a fucking tennis academy, and some weird furry shoes.
Yeah, and the pajamas are like the stupid graphic kind that you get at like Kohl's, and they have like Grinch print on them, so you see just a bunch of candy canes and green shit, or it's like just something stupid. Yeah, I hate it. Like if you go to have you been to a shopping mall lately?
No.
if you go to a shopping mall and just walk around in any of the just walk around, everybody's wearing fucking pajamas. It's that shit. If you still shop at
someone
shopping
told me
malls,
that that's like the in thing now with like high school kids to wear pajama bottoms.
yeah, it's fucking lazy. Like they roll out of bed in the same fucking clothes every day and go to school.
Yeah, I see that around town. Uggs and pajamas.
Uggs and pajamas. Yeah. Yeah. I will say, if you do have Uggs, then you probably have some money. But
yeah, look at now. Pat has finally said it. He said public schools are the best financial option. That's it. That's all it is. Yeah, Pat, it was free babysitting for your kids, so fucking dudes could play grab ass with your daughter. Yep, you nailed it. Thank you.
There you go.
Was that wasn't so hard, Pat? It's okay. It's okay. I love my mom and dad. They were great. They sent me to public school too. It's okay. You just you're looking to penny pinch everywhere you fucking can. So you have enough money to buy silk polo shirts and fucking a big gulp at lunch every day. I get it. I understand. You wanted to have some extra cash. I get it. You spent your extra fucking money on Armor All because you want your tires to be, and you spray it on your tires every day so your tires look good when you drive around town. I fully get it. I'm mad. Christine Young, my son wore PJ bottoms in high school, but not a meth head, and he was a great student. Dude, I wore crazy shit to school. I would just put on long johns when I was in high school and pull shorts over them and go to school.
I
dressed like a complete jackass.
like a khaki cargo shorts guy. I'd wear like khaki shorts or like.
What do you mean you were?
I don't wear that anymore.
Oh, you don't? Okay.
No. I just wear workout clothes and uniform.
When I close my eyes, I see you in khaki cargo shorts.
That was me for like a long time.
I can see it.
Yeah, it's pretty lame.
With a pocket knife in there.
Yeah.
Clip pocket knife on the side.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a uniform from age 5 to 18. Yeah, and you look like it and you act like it. That's why you're a fucking dignified man.
Yeah. I went to a Catholic school for a little bit and they had a uniform.
Yeah.
And it was just, we just wore like navy shorts and a blue polo or like a white polo or something. That was gay. I hated that.
The greatest indoctrination camps in the country are all in Democrat states. Yeah, we know, but buddy, we know that. We know that. Like the school system in New York City, Pat, that's a blue state. Yes, there is an Asian kid that I went to school with who got a great fucking education. And he was a fucking transplant from some Asian country. I can't remember.
His name's Johnny Kim.
And he skipped like fucking 3 grades. There was the Asian girl and Asian boy in my elementary school who were smarter than me, and it really fucking chaffed me.
Because you're supposed to be the smart one?
I mean, I was so fucking smart as a kid. I don't know what happened. Like in the 4th grade, it just all fucking fell apart. But I was so smart, and like any of the math, I was the best in all the classes. But there was always these 2 kids. There was and then a Persian girl was always giving me troubles too. I just remember them. Danuta. I remember when one of the girls skipped a grade, and I remember going to teacher. I went to teacher. I'm like, I'm better in everything. How did she skip? And I didn't. She said something about maturity level.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah. I guess I wasn't mature.
I always wondered how that worked, because there was one time I took algebra in middle school, and then I was like, oh, I already know how to do this. And then I had to retake it in high school because I didn't get a very good grade in middle school. And I was like, I already know this. I don't want to take it. So me and my buddy Shalom,
Is that a Jew? Shalom?
No, Shalom. Challon.
That's just a made up black net. Yep, made up black name.
All right. Black guy.
Okay, yeah.
And me and Shalom went up to the teacher. We're like, hey, we fucking know this stuff. Can we test out of it? Like, just take all of the stuff and just be done with it.
Yeah.
Because we were like freshmen in high school. We thought we were the hottest shit.
Yeah.
And she was like, yeah, sure, go for it. And that was very difficult for me. And now I know why I never got to skip grades. Because I'm fucking retarded, dude. It took me half the semester just to try to skip ahead algebra.
Hey, you made me realize. So in 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, my best friend was this black guy named James Lee, and he was the smartest kid in the school. And I just realized something. You know how you like he walked flat-footed.
Okay, like smacked his feet on the ground kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
And like, do you see that? Like, I don't know how to explain this. I don't want to sound like a complete racist fuck. He didn't have any of the athletic attributes that come with being black, like zero.
Yeah.
He had no game. He couldn't talk to girls. He was super fucking smart. Autistic. Yeah, basic. Yeah, now that I think about it, maybe he was. He spoke like 3 fucking languages.
Oh my god.
Yeah, his dad was an airline pilot. They had bank. He drove a Mercedes, I remember, and smoked cigarettes. Yeah.
That's sick.
But if you see a black dude who walks flat-footed, he's smart.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Like really smart.
Yeah. If he's not like heel toe or like bouncing on the balls of his feet kind of thing.
I don't think, but if you see a white guy who's walking flat-footed, he's fucking probably retarded.
He probably has Downs, yeah.
Yeah, something's wrong. There you go. There's some wisdom for you.
If you see anybody who walks flat-footed, they have Downs.
There's evidence of the exact opposite of that in public schools in red states too. Shut it. Dude, you're just wrong, dude. Listen, Pat, listen. It's like such an uphill battle. 40th in the world in education out of the top 40 most developed countries. Just stop, dude. It's not. Okay, so there's one good school and your kid went to it. Okay, I'll give you that. How's that? We good? And your daughters didn't tell you about all the dudes they blew in the fucking bathrooms at school. Fine. I mean, come on, dude. What do you fucking live under a rock? Just think about how you are. Though, like, your daughter went to school with boys like you and me. Good. They should be teaching the fucking Bible. We wouldn't have any of our freedoms if we didn't have the fucking Bible. The most popular book in the world, and you don't want your kids reading it? Listen, I understand. I get it. You saved a lot of money and your kids turned out okay. You went to the one good public school in the country. Oh, yeah, those are the BKs I had. Like that. You see what Travis sent us?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they were like that. Mine had some like gold tassels and shit hanging from them. Like no, I found out afterwards like no white guy ever wore those.
These things?
Yeah, shit like that. Yeah.
What the fuck?
Mine were way fancier than that though. I wore those kangaroo shoes a lot too that had the little zipper pocket on the side. Like you could put a quarter in them.
Oh.
It's
kind of gay.
Not kind of. Oh shit. No, swearing's fine. Bryson's cutting the behind the scenes mayhem video. He's saying, should I cut out the swearing? Swearing's right. We don't care about swearing.
No, we don't. I tried to cut it out on one of the clips that I posted. The cum dumpster rant he went on.
Oh,
and I thought it was going to do better.
Asraf got it. He cut it. He heard me wanting it on the show and cut it and sent it to me. I posted it.
I made another one just for the clips channel, and I just like bleeped out all the cussing,
that's cool. And
it did not do very well.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes I think I'm so smart sometimes, and it's weird. It just doesn't. I don't understand why other people don't think I'm smart. I was if you haven't seen this, I'm so fucking proud of this guy. This did you see this clip? My 8-year-old?
Yeah. That's nuts.
This is nuts.
Stretch.
That double left hook
That's
is
funny.
wicked.
Good. Roll twice. Stretch. Good. Roll. Good. Double splitting. Oh, come on. Get with it.
He's fucking nuts.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah.
That is fucking wild.
My kids are almost like two. He gets it and my oldest gets it, like that they got to go easy on me, but one of my kids already doesn't get it.
What do you mean?
Like
you just
he's
can't.
only 8, so he thinks he can still just like go fucking just fucking attack me, right? Like last year he could attack me, but now they can't. It's just too much. I get it's like, hey dude,
Right.
you gotta come at me like at 50%.
Yeah.
I'm just some old little Armenian dude. Like you can't, like when he goes to rear naked choke me, he punches his fist in.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude.
How about you do that to some fucking other kid your age?
Yeah. I'm like,
that hurts me, dude.
I'm like, you're gonna fucking knock out a tooth, dude.
Yeah.
Does anyone know where Danielle Brendan got her Persian rug from? It's on page 3 of her latest post on Instagram.
Well, I'm blocked, so I can't pull that up.
I feel like we're being set up for something.
Maybe I can have my wife send it to me.
But I'm here for it. Wow, Danielle has 812,000 followers.
Yeah, I'm blocked.
Holy shit, she's kicking ass. Page 3. Persian rug, page 3. Is this page 3? Oh, yeah, that is a really cool rug.
Yeah, that's a sick rug, dude. It's a hot rug.
Damn, that's an incredible rug.
Oh, wow. That's an insane rug, dude.
What a photo.
Wonder where she got that. Look at those chairs. Those are kind of nice chairs, too.
I think those are jerk locks.
No. The other picture.
Damn. Oh, does she have is that her dude? She got a dude like that?
I don't know. No, my God. That man's going to eat sushi like that?
What's that stuff on the sushi? Mayonnaise?
Yeah.
I don't eat sushi with like Taylor's loads on it. Oh, cute dog.
I don't eat sushi with a fork. How about that?
Yeah, I don't eat sushi with a fork either.
Fucking loon.
Damn. She looks fucking awesome. I think she looks awesome.
I wonder where she got that dress. I'm going to get one for my wife.
Hey, do you think she looks awesome?
Yeah, she looks pretty awesome.
No belly button ring. What a perfect belly button. Damn. Someone needs to take those scissors off her arm and snip that top off. All right. Well, Danielle, you look fucking great. Nice rug. She has a tattoo on her tooth. I know, that's weird, right?
Oh, she bedazzled it.
That's what that's called, bedazzled. I think when I was a kid, you called it a grill. Or is that different?
A grill is the whole thing.
How do you think she looks in 15 years? Good. She'll stop. Listen, if she has those boobs now, when she puts on 10 pounds, like 8 of it's going to a rack. And if you've seen her mom, that's the way she's just blessed with you know how some people have like their fat around their stomach or their ass or their thighs, yeah, wherever. You guys are crazy. I don't know. I don't understand how anyone hates on her. Hey, you know what? Speaking of hating on people, I was thinking about the judges thing, the ASJ thing again. Weren't they the judges who last year were responsible for all the fuck ups? Didn't Mayhem and Training Think Tank and all those people hire those fucking ding dongs?
Yeah, and then like everybody got penalties anyway.
Yeah, Paige Powers didn't go. Vellner got fucked. All the people at Training Think Tank got fucked.
Yeah, it's the same people.
Yeah, it's the same people.
Isn't that weird?
Oh man.
Boy.
Pat Lang, cost of public schooling is a 12 out of 10. Yeah, I know. It's fucking great. The cost of public schooling is great, except for the fact that you pay it in your taxes. You guys are idiots. God, you guys are dumb. I shouldn't say you guys, two of you. How do you have anything negative to say about Danielle? The only negative thing about her is she doesn't come on the show anymore.
Rip.
Yeah, I think she looks great. PFAA loves them. Yeah, I'm sure. It's the same shit. It's the exact same shit. The ASJ, AFA, PFAA, PFAG. Sevon, buy Rads and she'll come on the show. Would never, ever in a million years own a pair of those shoes. I guess I could buy them and give them to Caleb.
Yeah, I'd take them. I just don't like the new ones. The old ones are where it's at.
Thank you. I know. You mean you're straight.
Me?
Yeah,
you're a pool boy.
Dudes love Danielle too. I bet you she doesn't. She seem like she attracts gay dudes too.
Yeah, I think all of probably her best dude friends are all gay. I guarantee it.
Yeah, I could see that.
Like
Raptus is really fitter, cuter, friendlier, and funnier.
Yeah, well, that is a good point.
I mean, there are different. I mean, there's people who are fitter, cuter, friendlier, and well, not funnier than me, but there's people who are fitter, cuter, and friendlier than me. Sevi, the sad thing is you pay for all those kids to go to public school in California and your kids don't even use it. Talk about cucked.
Wow.
That first part. Yep, that's true. What am I going to say? That's true. I pay for that shitty education. I pay for I pay for Gavin Newsom's winery. You can say I love Danielle. Yeah, most gay dudes and straight dudes do. Most real men do.
Yes.
I think people dog her because they want to they want her so fucking bad that they can't fucking handle it, and so they have to put up like a wall of negativity. You know what I mean? To like buffer it. Do you know what I'm saying?
They're just like they're pissed that they can't be with her kind of thing.
Yeah, like if she knocked on fucking Daniel Weed's fucking in the youth hostel that he probably lives in, knocked on his door of his youth hostel, he'd cream himself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He wouldn't even.
They got to keep him. They got to keep her at an arm's distance, or else they're gonna bust.
They're mad she doesn't come on the show. She's mad that they're mad she doesn't come on their face. So many people who've never fucked a truly bad chick, and it shows when they're around them. And when he says bad, he means the way Michael Jackson says bad. He ain't talking about bad. He's talking about bad.
Yeah.
I'm bad. I can't. I won't. I can't. I won't. All right. Thanks for hanging out with me this morning, guys. Pretty much got, what did we talked about the principal that rubbed the feet. Oh, this is a good one. This one's fucking crazy. This is just, I'll do a couple more. I should fucking rip England. Some fucking assholes in my fucking DMs. He's like, you fucking idiot. You've never even been to London. Stop talking about the UK. He's clearly a European cuck. I can tell by the way. Sorry, Jake. I can tell by the way the stuff he says to me. And it's like, you fucking idiot. I went to school there in the UK and I live there. And I've been fucking everywhere. I hate white liberals. I don't know why you have to hate just the white ones. Dude, the black ones are just as bad as the white ones.
Shane Gillis.
Go ahead. What are you going to say?
Shane Gillis started just saying, like, the fat whites are coming back. The fat whites. He just starts calling people, like, just fat whites. And I think I'm just going to start calling people fat whites.
I don't think the liberal whites are worse than the black liberals. I don't think the white liberals are worse than the black liberals. That I don't think that's fair. Caller, hi.
Yo, before you get into your next story, I'll give you a reason why. Me personally, I don't want to say I don't like Danielle, but I take issue with people like her. I probably told you this before, but a couple of years back, I don't know if she does it anymore because I'm blocked now, but she used to go live and do like crumble cooking tasting. I think it was like her and her friend would be like tasting either crumble cookies or muffins or whatever, right? So I'm in there and a bunch of people are in there, and I make a joke from like an old Will Ferrell SNL skit back in the day. I think it was, if the moon were made of Swiss cheese, would you eat it? So she doesn't know what I'm talking about. She's not laughing, but her friend gets it. Her friend's laughing. Oh, that's funny. That's from SNL years ago, Will Ferrell, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, your friend's pretty dope. That's pretty funny. That's pretty cool that she gets it. Dude, the show ends and she comes into my DMs and like yelling at me that I was being mean to her and I was this, that, and the next thing. And I'm like, wait, what? Like, what are you talking about? Like, first of all, why the hell do you care what I think? Second of all, it was a joke. And third of all, that's why people take issue with people like you, man. We can't joke when you go live. You're going to come in my DMs and yell at me, and now I'm blocked? Stop.
I thought you were going to say, now I'm black.
Now I'm black. That was what put me over to the other side.
So she engages. So she engages with her audience. Is what I'm hearing. Big picture. She engaged with you, and it was in a way that wasn't a positive experience, and so you're not a huge fan anymore.
I guess that's a good way of summing it up. I'm just trying to explain why folks would be like, yeah, I would choose. I have a choice, but I'd prefer an Alexis Raptis or something like that over a Danielle Brandon because the girl is about drama. It's too much of it. Everyone has drama. But like that's her MO. If she didn't have drama, I don't think she would know what to do with herself.
Well, she's got an incredible rug.
Yeah, that rug is pretty dope. You have to give me one of those.
Yeah, her rug's incredible.
Hey, be nicer to people that like me that have to send their kids to public schools, man. Like I don't have a choice in this right now. I can't homeschool.
Hey, I'm not ripping on the
co-parenting, dude.
Right. And I'm not ripping on the people who send their kids to school, or I'm trying not to. I'm just saying that there's crazy shit that happens in public school. Like a lot of crazy shit. A lot of crazy shit.
You ain't wrong. You ain't wrong. Like it's that story that you're talking about is like on the more extreme side. Yeah, there's a lot of shit that goes down that's like, but I'm telling you, man, we talked about it before. The key is being involved. You have to be a parent that's involved. Be on the PTO staff, volunteer for field trips, volunteer for when they do a dance or they do whatever. I'm there. Like I'm talking to teachers. I'm talking to other parents and be involved. If you're not involved, your kid's going to fuck off and do, whatever. But like, if you're involved, dude, you get to nip some things in the butt before it even happens, or you get to just tell your kid, "Hey, that's not cool." That what they're doing, what they're teaching, it ain't right. It ain't what we agree with.
Jeremy, my kid the other day comes up to me and goes, "Hey, what is suicide?" And I'm like, "Where'd you hear that?" And they're like, "Well, when we were at the trampoline park in Arizona." One of that girl that we were playing with on the trampolines, I'm like, yeah, I saw her, that little girl. They're like, yeah. I'm like, how old was she? They're like, 9. I'm like, okay. They're like, she had a cell phone and she said she had to leave the trampoline park because one of her friends was going to commit suicide. What is that? I'm like, I go to her, I say, I go to her and I say, how did she know that her friend was going to commit suicide? She goes, she had a phone. She was texting with her friend. And that's one interaction with just fucking regular kids out in the, in the hood.
And I get that, and that's fucked up. But
and so if my kids have that in one,
you can't protect them.
I agree.
You know
but if I imagine my kids interact with fucking the regular fucking normal kids in the world for fucking 5 minutes, and they learn that. Just imagine what your kids are learning all day in school.
I get it.
So
I get it.
So I'm just saying that. And then Pat wants to get, and those kids when they go to school, they're not fucking learning. And so from when Pat defends it, all I'm saying is it is what it is.
That's fair enough. That's fair enough.
Oh,
I mean,
yes,
that's an
it does.
extreme
Yes,
example
it
when
does,
they do learn
Pat.
some shit.
No, that's not. That's just a normal example of 5 minutes at the trampoline park. A 9-year-old having a phone has absolutely nothing to do with public schools. Yes, it has everything to do with it because your kids are in there on their phone and not going to school. They're sending dick pics to each other at 12, dude. And vaping and all that shit. And it's true, Pat.
That's actually a funny story because I upgraded a phone years ago. I gave it to my friend who gave it to her son, who was 13, 14 at the time.
Yeah.
I thought I wiped the whole thing clean. I got the Android, so my Samsung, all that. I thought I wiped everything clean. I give him the phone. Well, like 6 months later, I'm running out of storage. I'm deleting things. I'm going into files I didn't even know I had. And I start seeing shit like anime. I start seeing anime. I don't look at anime stuff. I start seeing all this stuff. And I start seeing like 13-year-old girls doing selfies. And this shit's on my phone. And I'm like, wait a second. What is going on? Then I see dick pics. And I'm like, dude, what the fuck? And then I see my kid's son, a picture of him doing like a selfie. And I'm like, oh, I didn't wipe this. I didn't fully wipe my phone. So like whatever he's doing and receiving and uploading, whatever, is still coming through to one of my Samsung accounts, some shit. And I'm like, dang, dude. So yeah, to your point, his parents are cool, they're good, but they're not involved.
If you were 14 years old,
if
you were 14 years old and you had a camera that you could connect to the whole world, you'd take dick pics too.
I'd be in jail if I was as a 14-year-old with a cell phone, which is why I fought so hard to not get my kid a cell phone. I fought very hard and I lost that battle. But again, it just means I have to up my level of parenting. I had a choice, I guess, but her mom went and did it anyways. And so now it's like, all right, now we got to level up again as a dad, and we got to make sure that she's not on it all the time. And I mean, I get it. I know the dangers and the harms, but the reality of the situation is 95+% of the population has no choice but to send their kids to public schools. And it's on us as parents to do better as a whole.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Love you.
Love you too. Okay. Here's Thor touching Danielle Brandon's boobs.
Flex up.
He knows he's touching her boobs, right?
Nice.
That was fun. Like he knows he's he knows he's touching her boobs right there, right?
Yeah, I mean his fucking fist is pushing him up.
Yeah.
Like pressing them. That's nice. Hell yeah.
Cash Patel looking into Jeremy's phone as we speak. Hey, Cash looked fat at the UFC. Did you see that?
Yeah, he didn't look good. He looked stressed.
No. Yeah, he was that looks painful.
Back of the hand rule. It doesn't count. It was touching with the back of his hand. It's cool.
When I see that profile pic, I look straight to the boob.
You can't even. You can't.
No,
even
I can see
him
it.
as good.
Oh, as before.
Yeah.
No, I think Jeremy's making us other black dads look bad. No, he's doing a good job. I don't know where Pat.
That
Pat,
picture
where
fucking trips me out.
Pat, this is weird. The Pentagon and Langley have great food options at the food court. All right.
That's not where the FBI is, dude.
Oh, that's why he's saying Cash is fat.
Yeah.
I didn't get that at first. All right. Where was I? I was gonna do. Oh yeah, this is great. This is a great skit. This is a great bit. So you remember Kyle Rittenhouse, right?
Yeah.
He shot a guy who was screaming racial epithets, who just got out of jail the day before for molesting like 12 boys under the age of 14, sodomizing them. He shot another guy who pointed a gun at him, and he shot a guy who tried to hit him with a skateboard while he was on his haunches, on his butt. And this shit is just crazy. This just shows how fucked up the world we live in is, especially the United States.
Me removed all of the fundraisers for Kyle Rittenhouse. Their excuse was that you can't raise funds for dangerous individuals. Yet this teen who stabbed another teen in the heart is allowed to have funds raised for them on GoFundMe. Over $60,000, and I think last I checked it was over $100,000.
I was looking into this story a little more. The dude on the right, the black dude, he played football at a different high school than the kid on the left, the white kid who looks like a fucking zombie.
Yeah.
And the white kid went to the tent, the shade tent, that was set up for his high school football team.
Right.
And he went to sit under there, and this kid on the right was under there.
Yeah.
And he goes, "Hey, dude, you got to get out of here." And the dude's like, "No, and you better not touch me." And so then that kid, the white kid, touched the black dude, like tried to pull him out of the chair.
Yeah.
And then that dude went to his backpack, grabbed a knife, and stabbed that kid in the heart and killed him, like almost instantly. And he died in his twin brother's arms. And now his GoFundMe has $170,000 in it.
He's not dangerous, though. He was just hanging out.
And you can't tell me this isn't about race. This is a white teen who stabbed a black teen in the heart. GoFundMe would never allow the funds to be raised. Remember when GoFundMe...
It's kind of interesting.
That's crazy, dude.
No one assaulted Kyle Rittenhouse. They pointed a fucking gun. One guy pointed a fucking gun at him, and another guy hit him with a skateboard. Does that guy live under a fucking rock?
Proof? This is crazy. Kyle, so that whole exchange is pretty ludicrous.
Yeah.
Kyle drove miles while armed to be a vigilante in his head. People who were charging him were trying to stop a maniac. We're talking about two different leaders. Like, he just said he was never assaulted. This fucking guy.
We're fucked. Some people are fucked. Some people are fucked.
Some people are fucked. We are not fucked.
You defend Rittenhouse to the wall. I'm not defending him, dude, at all. That's a huge mistake. That's your take on it. I'm just telling you the facts. Dude, the guy who fucking you know how Kyle Rittenhouse got off? It's because the guy who in the testimony, I saw the fucking footage, that they asked him, "Did you point the gun at Kyle Rittenhouse before he shot you?" And the guy said, "Yeah." And they're like, "Can you tell us what happened?" He said, "I raised my hand and pointed the gun at him. And then he shot him." Dude, he should have shot him. The only thing Kyle Rittenhouse did, the only reason why Kyle Rittenhouse is a moron is he should have shot the fucking guy before he raised his hand. If someone walks up to you with a fucking gun, I think you should be able to shoot him. We agree on Rittenhouse. Yeah, I'm not defending him. I'm just stating the facts. He doesn't have to be defended. I had a guy tell me the other day that there were no Antifa at J6 and that Floyd 19 riots didn't burn. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. You also say Trayvon Martin got what he deserved. Sad. I don't even know who Trayvon Martin is.
I think he's the guy that was running in a neighborhood, and those two white guys stopped him and shot him in the back or something.
I don't think I ever said that. You're out of your fucking mind.
Let's see.
You can't trust anything you say because you spin everything.
Oh, I think maybe he was the one. Let's see.
No, I can't watch Black Mirror, Jake. Have you watched Black Mirror? No, I can't watch it. That shit fucks my head up.
Sorry, yeah, that's okay. Ahmaud Arbery, my bad.
Trayvon Martin, 17-year-old African from Miami Gardens, Florida, fatally shot in Florida by 28-year-old Hispanic American. Martin had accompanied his father. Yeah, Mexicans shouldn't be allowed to have guns. That's probably what I said. Martin and his father to visit the father's fiancée. On the evening of February 26, Martin was walking back to the fiancée's house from a nearby convenience store. Zimmerman, a member of the community watch, saw Martin and reported him to the Stanford police as suspicious. Zimmerman was injured during the altercation with Martin. He said he shot Martin in self-defense. Okay, what's your deal with that?
He wasn't doing. I don't think he was doing anything. I think he was just walking around. Like,
but
he
if
wasn't
he shot
armed.
But it says he was shot in self-defense, and there was no evidence to refute that. Hey, Pat, I'm just reading just a quick.
I know.
Dude, Pat, every single fucking day, you make this a race thing. You make this like, hey, it's just another black guy. Why don't you pick a white guy story? Like I told you, no fucking black kid is being shot while playing the trombone in his front yard. No black kids being shot in the fucking library. It just so happens that there was a fucking altercation somewhere, and a guy fucking with a gun panicked or didn't panic. There was an altercation. He feared for his life and shot the guy. You're saying short story, Martin was walking home, guy approached him with gun, he defends himself and gets killed. What do you mean? Someone approached him with a gun and he defended himself? I mean, dude, listen. What was the case I just saw the other day? You can't if you wrote on Twitter, death to all black people, you would probably fucking lose your job, right? You'd probably be in some sort of trouble. It would change your life, right? But in cities all over the fucking country, people can march death to America or death to Jews, and it's no problem. We're not even on the same playing field, dude. We're in a two-tiered justice system, and it's not the way people think it is. It's not a two-tier justice system in the sense that blacks are being discriminated against any more or less than anyone else is being discriminated against. Everyone's being discriminated against. It's the way we are as human beings. I don't know anything about the Trayvon Martin case. That's why that's why you're choosing it, right? Pat. No one wants to see and I didn't want to see Kyle Rittenhouse shoot any of those other guys either. I wish none of those other guys would have got shot either. Yeah, that's what I feel too. Comparing this case with Martin case is just wacko. Yeah, he always does that. He just conflates shit. I'm dying to see how you fucking communicate with your wife. It must be fucking wild. I bet you. Here's what I think. I think that you don't stand up to anyone in your life, and you just come in here and fuck to do it. Where you're like, all right, fuck it. My wife fucking won't tolerate any of this shit from me. I'll just sit on the couch and crack Budweisers, and then I'll come on the Sevon podcast and conflate shit. I was talking about the GoFundMe.
The one for Mason?
No, that one was good too, though. I really like that dude, Mason.
Yeah, he's cool.
Vaccinated or unvaccinated?
I am vaccinated.
You think other people could guess that?
I wouldn't see why not.
Do you think that this guy is vaccinated or unvaccinated?
I think he's vaccinated.
Why?
Because he's white. He's following the trend of people being vaccinated. Just liberal, man. Just keep it simple.
Are you vaccinated or unvaccinated?
I'm vaccinated.
You're unvaccinated?
I am.
Why?
Because I'm not fucking stupid. I'm a fucking critical thinker.
Because I don't want that foreign stuff in my system. There may be some poison.
Because the last time they tried to mass vaccinate us, we all died.
Yeah. He said, do you think people can guess you're unvaccinated?
Guess what?
That you're unvaccinated.
Yeah, they should know that man there is not vaccinated. He with that shit.
Do you think that this guy is vaccinated or unvaccinated?
My brother ain't vaccinated.
Oh shit.
I don't know. Probably unvaccinated.
Why?
I don't know. Let's just the guess I'd make.
Is it 'cause he's
Yes. Yes. The answer is yes.
Oh shit.
Yes. Yes. The same reason why he's dressed nice, the same reason why he has cool shirt on and nice jeans and cool glasses, because he's black. Yes. And he's also not vaccinated. And the reason why he has a nice voice, the reason why he's cool, carries himself well, doesn't. I mean, look at this fucking guy. Look at this guy's fucking outfit, dude. A fucking what color is that? Violet? A maroon? Maroon V-neck? And he's got some fucked up look at what's this guy's shorts and his shoes? And he's standing next to a guy who's fucking a schlep too, and he still looks horrible.
Schlep.
No.
That's such a
Why
good
would you make that
term.
guess?
I don't know. You tell me.
What? Well, you're the one that said it, so that's why I'm asking you.
I don't know. Just the general appearance.
Just say because he's a brother. By the way, this dress in the back, not working. Girls.
No. Fuck.
Girls.
Do that to yourself.
That dress isn't working.
Please don't.
Something like that.
Are you vaccinated or unvaccinated?
I am vaccinated.
You think other people could guess that?
Maybe. Who knows?
Do you think that this guy is vaccinated?
I think he is.
Why?
He looked like a douchebag.
Are you vaccinated?
He looked like a douchebag.
That's what's crazy. I don't get it. Black men are so fucking smart when it comes to that as a demographic.
I think that they're just willing to say it.
They just
talk. Like, do you know, it's like Cam Patterson? He's a comedian. I think it's Cam Patterson.
Is he a black dude?
Yeah, he just says some shit.
Yeah, they're just like,
He was on the Kill Tony special, and it was just.
Oh, is that the short dude? He's crazy, right?
He's like a short black guy. Yeah.
Yeah, and he has tons of energy, pouring off of him. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like he'll just say it.
I seriously, the only black people who are vaccinated are the fat black women, and dudes and the guys who live off of their welfare checks. Yeah, black dudes have freedom of speech. Yeah. Yeah. Well said. Oh no, I'm done with men too. Oh no, what happened? What happened to the camper dude? The guy who was railing you out in the wild. Jesus is the only man in my life now. Oh man.
Man, that sucks. Somebody deserves that.
Yeah, there's someone out there who will treat you right. I showed Taylor's porn feet. Did that. This one.
She said he moved away and he's a psychopath.
Oh shit.
Well,
that sucks.
Explains a lot.
If you're U.S. bans government personnel in China from romantic or sexual relationship with Chinese citizens. So you can't.
What?
Like if you went over there for some like for some work for your job, you couldn't fuck any Chinese chicks. You'd be in trouble.
Damn.
Sevi, one dude told me it was a turnoff how much I was obsessed with you.
What a douche.
He was threatened. He was threatened by all my gray hairs.
Probably.
He was threatened by my fucking muffin top, my 5'5" frame, and my muffin top. He's like, damn, his core's strong. It pushes his core's strong. It folds the fucking elastic on his long johns down. That's when I know I'm going to have a rough day. When I'm doing the show and in the middle of the show, I feel the waistband on my long johns getting pushed down. I'm like, fuck, today's going to be a shitty day. I hate that feeling. I'm like, fuck, I knew I shouldn't have had that 6 pieces of pizza last night. U.S. bans government personnel in China from romantic or sexual relationship with Chinese citizens. U.S. government has banned American government personnel in China, as well as family members and contractors with security clearances, from any romantic or sexual relationships with Chinese citizens. Oh, so your wife couldn't even go there and fuck a Chinese guy. Because she's a family member.
The article was written by Dag Kang and Titty Dang.
Wow.
Titty Dang.
And Matthew Lee.
Fuck that guy.
That's Chinese too. He gets in there.
He's probably Korean, actually.
4 people with direct knowledge of the matter told the AP about the policy, which was put into effect by the departing U.S. Ambassador Nicholas Burns in January, shortly before he left China. Look at Biden telling you who you can and can't fuck. The people would speak only on condition of anonymity to discuss details of confidential new directive. Though some U.S. agencies already had a strict rule on relationships, a blanket non-fraternization policy, as it's known, has been unheard of publicly since the Cold War. It's not uncommon for American diplomats in other countries to date locals and even marry them. More limited version of the policy was enacted last summer, prohibiting U.S. personnel from romantic sexual relationships with Chinese citizens working as guards and other support staff at U.S. embassies and 5 consultants in China. But Burns, the departing ambassador, broadened it to blanket ban on such relationships with any Chinese citizen in China. So if you go there and you have, I think there's 1 million people in the United States who have security clearance. You can't fuck no Chinese.
Damn, that sucks. I was really looking forward to that.
The only here you go. Hold on. The only exception to the policy is U.S. personnel with pre-existing relationships.
Fuck.
You can apply for an exemption. What a weird thing to apply for. I've been dating Yan Lee since before this went into effect. Can I put my dick in her tonight? You got to ask fucking the U.S. government. I would never fuck a Chinese person. Why?
What?
Why?
Well, I mean, we all know why.
Why?
Because they have tiny penises.
Oh.
Tiny wieners. Tiny little Asian wieners.
You think that's true?
Yeah, I think it's true.
The smallest penis the smallest penis I ever saw on a man was on an Asian guy.
See, there you go.
But I just saw one. It was fucked up. And you know what was fucked up? I'll never forget it. I've told this story before, but I was in I was showering at UCSB. I was homeless at the time, and I was using the showers. Oh, go black or go home. Oh.
I don't even. Sure.
All right. Fair enough. You only fuck black dudes. I get it.
I don't think that's the figure of speech, but it works.
And I was showering, and this guy comes in with his 2 kids, and he's showering. It was him and his 2 sons. And I look over, and it was the 3 smallest penises I've ever seen. I felt so sorry for the boys. I was like, oh, man, they got their dad's dick.
That sucks.
Yeah, it was fucked up. I swear to you, his penis was half the size of this pen cap.
No, really?
Yes. It wasn't like
a blowjob with them.
It wasn't a micro penis either. It was, like a micro penis. We looked those up, and it's when you just have a helmet sticking out of your balls.
Yeah.
This thing was a complete penis. It had a shaft in the helmet, but it was just like that. It was like it was like that big.
That sucks. You can't even get a blowjob, and that's like the best part of having a dick.
Dude, can you imagine masturbating like this? Sevy's seen some of the smallest and biggest penises ever. Yeah, showering Sevy. Yeah. Yeah, the biggest penis I also saw was in a shower, different shower. I did see some big ones in that shower, but the biggest one I saw was I was just alone in a shower with a guy. I don't even know if I would call it a shower. But Sevy, my friend in college, had to jack off her boyfriend with 2 fingers. Wow.
That sucks. You probably can't even. It's probably not even enough to like fit in the vagina. That's.
I think Brianna told me she had a dude who had a micro penis, and it was not. It wasn't like you couldn't use it. You know what I mean? Like it didn't.
Yeah.
It didn't function as a penis. Like you couldn't. I mean, she didn't get into the details. She just mentioned it in the chat, but I think she said like it didn't. I mean, I think it got hard.
Hello?
It just couldn't fuck it. Yeah.
You want a good small penis story?
Yeah, I'd love one.
Please. Who is this?
Hope it's better than Jeremy's stories.
It already is because you're
No.
a girl.
Okay.
I'm very biased.
Go
no.
on.
Okay, so I went to go hook up with this guy like maybe 12 years ago, and I saw it, and it was super small. I mean, it's maybe less.
Can you slow down a little bit? How does that happen? Like, where were you? Were you in bed when you saw
How do
it?
you?
How
do you get to the point you're like, hey, I'm gonna go fuck this guy?
I don't know. He just lived. I knew him.
And he just called you, and you're like, and you were just horny, so you went over there to hook up.
Yeah.
Okay.
All
And
right, cool.
is he naked, or do you have to lower his drawers, or does he lower his own drawers? I would figure if you have a tiny penis, you'd be a little embarrassed.
I don't even remember. He was cocky. He had a big personality.
Okay.
That makes sense. But he went to Georgetown Law, so he had a big ego, and I think he had all that. And Matt said he had a small dick.
Who said he had a small dick?
He did.
Oh, he did. You saw it. Do you remember being kind of aghast? How little is little?
Like 2 inches.
Okay. And skinny too?
That's not 2 inches, Sevon. That's like 2 inches.
It was small. It was like yes. It was skinny. It was not even thick.
Like
a
you were in
needle
shock.
dick?
Were you in shock when you saw it?
Yes. I was like, okay, why am I here?
Wow,
And I
that's
regretted
awesome.
it. And then we had sex for like a minute, and then it was just weird. I didn't feel it, and I was just like, yeah, I can't do this. And then I left.
Does he know why?
He knows.
So
Because he just wasn't feeling it.
he put a tube of
And I'm just
chapstick
like-
into you, and you were like, it's basically.
That's a great way to describe it.
I stole it from the chat.
Oh, that's funny.
Wow. So he didn't ejaculate?
No, we had sex for less than a minute. Like, I didn't feel it. And he was just like, you're not, I think he said something like retarded, like, I can't feel you or something. And I'm just like, dude, your dick's small. Like, you're not feeling
That's not my
anything.
problem.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, how would you put a condom on a penis that's that small?
I don't know. He did wear one. He did wear one.
Did it just come off as soon as he started?
No.
Hey, you know those things doctors put on their finger? They look like condoms, but you roll them on
Yeah.
your finger.
Finger condoms.
Oh, yeah.
I wonder if he had those.
I wouldn't even know.
Dude,
Wow.
that's crazy.
Hey, did you ever talk to any other girls who were with him?
No. Mm-mm.
And that was it? You never talked to him again?
No. And he kept trying to hit me up on Instagram. This was like 12 years ago. But yeah, he tried to hit me up on Instagram and I just ignored him.
Hey, can't you
Wow.
just make a dude like that just go down on you all the time? Can't you just like manipulate the situation to where like, hey, dude,
No, why would I waste my time?
I don't know, just watch TV and have a dude go down on you. I guess girls are different. Like for a guy, that
That's
would be
boring.
Oh,
No,
all right.
yeah. I think the chick wants to get railed.
Oh, all right.
Exactly. Why waste my time?
All right. Well, that's a great story. Okay. Did you ever see
Like
what
if
was
you
the
were,
net-
if you just want to get ate out all the time, you might as well be a lesbian.
Okay.
Exactly.
Hey,
That's a good point.
let me ask you this: what was the next smallest one you saw after that? Like what's the second smallest penis you've seen?
They've all been pretty average.
Oh, okay. So you never saw like one that was just like a 3-incher.
Pringle can.
No. You
ever seen a giant one?
Yes.
And
like how giant? Like what's giant?
Giant.
To where it wasn't feasible?
No, that was fine.
It worked.
This is so weird. Okay, this is TMI. I probably don't even want to share this. Probably regret sharing this.
Let's hear it.
No, that guy was so weird. He couldn't even come. He would just make up. He would just be like, "Oh, I just never come," and I'm like, "What are you talking about?"
Hey,
I hooked up with him like.
was his
twice,
name
and he didn't.
Eric? Was his name Eric?
No.
Oh. I had this friend in college. He was so fucking uptight. He was the most uptight person I ever fucking knew. It was so wild. I felt bad for him. His face was tight. His personality was tight. The way he talked, everything was like talk so tight. And this friend of mine, this girl fucked him. And she said he had the biggest fucking dick. And she said it was the weirdest shape. It wasn't even like cylindrical. It was like flat on one end. It was like imagine like a Coke can cut in half. You know, she said it was just flat on one end. And she said it was monstrous. And she said he fucked her for 2 hours and didn't come.
That's a marathon.
That's
Dude.
That sounds horrible. But anyway, you just reminded me of him when you said he had a giant penis and didn't come. So I thought, wow, what if it's the same guy?
You hook up to him.
I wonder if there's any
Caleb, sorry for interrupting you. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh no, I was just saying that. I wonder if there's any correlation to like having a massive dick and then not being like struggling to get off.
No, never been a problem. Never been a problem. If anything, I'm guilty of the other. If anything, I'm guilty of the other. Yeah.
I'm gonna call bullshit.
No, fine. It's fine. I'm just telling you. I know I look like I'm a good fuck, but it's giant hog, and I'm more of a drag racer than more of a fucking 140-yard dash.
Drag racer, crazy dude.
I was raised to come as fast as you can.
All right, well I gotta go, but I thought that story was fun.
All right, bye.
Great story. Thank you.
Thank you. Wow, chapstick.
That's sad, dude.
I know that there's like 10 of you who are like, God, I want to call in and tell a story. And I appreciate it. I appreciate you at least thinking about it.
Yeah. That's fucking hilarious, dude. That's so good.
Blade, guilty. Happens to the best of us. All right. It's weird being a guy because you think you crack the code once in a while. You're like, oh, fuck, I cracked the code on this. I know how to I have complete fucking control. Like I can just go as long as I want now, and then I can just wait for her and I crack the code. And then the next time you're like, nope, didn't crack the code.
No.
Back to square one.
It's weird.
All right, I gotta go. Take the kids to a tennis tournament. You know what? I was invited to a fundraiser at Applebee's this morning.
At Applebee's?
Yeah, I didn't even know there was an Applebee's in California.
Yeah, I'm surprised. You can get a bunch of dollar margs, half price apps.
Do they have a bar there at Applebee's?
Hell yeah, dude.
Jeremy,
all the
people
fucking white trash people too. That's where all the fat whites go.
Really? Applebee's is that? Well, I think of it as a east, a Midwest kind of place. The only place I've seen Applebee's is like when you pull off at a stop in the middle of the night and there's no other stops, and there'll be like 3 hotels and an Applebee's. You know what I mean? Holiday Inn Express, Applebee's, and a fucking Motel 6. Jeremy, people in glass homes shouldn't throw stones. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
That call was a 10 out of 10.
Chap dick. Wow.
Chap dick.
Put it in the Urban Dictionary.
We're not talking about moisturized.
Hi, Sevan. I can shit on command, but no control of my penis whatsoever.
I just put my attention down in my anus and I can take a shit whenever I want. However,
Oh my god!
I will ejaculate within 2 seconds of
Oh my
inserting my
god!
penis.
I feel very vulnerable. All right, tomorrow, Wilson, Wilson Pock, Dalton Rasta. If you want to do the community event at Syndicate, make sure you hit the QR code. I'll be at Syndicate. I'm really excited. I'll be there with Bill Grunler, John Young, Caleb, Souza. I don't know if JR is going to that one. Taylor Bryson, Tyler Watkins. I suspect the spin will be there. It's gonna be great. Brett Asaraf. You want to see Brett Asaraf? Who's he look like? Ralph Fiennes, Joaquin Phoenix. I'll be there with Joaquin. Joaquin Phoenix will be there. Go pull up Hiller's most recent post. Okay, that'll be a good way to finish it, and then I'm done. Andrew Hiller. Can't believe Hiller lost it. Oh shit! Hiller cracked 100K.
Got it. It's already up.
Oh my god, this is oh, thank you. This is amazing. You know what's so amazing about this? Any person who's posted one of these dolls of themselves, I've thought is a complete fucking tool and a douche. Sorry, Colton, if you did it. And but this is Hiller cracked the code. That's the way you're supposed to use it.
Just like this.
Yeah. What's this? What's this behind the NorCal Classic post?
This thing?
Yeah, will you play?
And important. Your event is how many months earlier now? 3 months earlier. Yeah, you happy you did that? Yeah. Why'd you do it? Because we got the opportunity to be part of the game season. I knew I could make it pull it off. It's worth $100,000 to be a sanctioned event. Where'd you hear that? That's the old numbers. The old. We paid $200,000. That's we paid $200K. You know, and I thought it was a steal. CrossFit is doing this for the right reasons. They want more pathways for the athletes, and they want quality pathways for the athletes.
Holy shit, that's so good.
You know where that's from, right?
No.
Severance.
I don't know that. Is that
You
a
haven't
movie?
seen that show yet?
No.
Oh, dude, that's a crazy show. That's
Is
really
it-
good.
It's on Netflix?
No, it's on Apple TV.
Oh, that's fucking Hiller's a beast. Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah, it's really good. Severance is a great show.
Mr. Divisive action figure. It's got a knife, a bag of money, a frisbee, a bag of toys, iPhone with a gimbal.
I just realized that's a frisbee. I thought that was like a butthole or something.
Wow.
That's really good.
I wish I could see Hiller's face when he's putting that together. I could just see him sitting in his chair laughing. Oh, Severance, Binge Bros. I know. Tell Hiller. I want to do it. Tell Hiller. I'll do whatever he wants. I want to do that show. I like doing the movie show with him. It forced me out of my comfort zone because I don't watch TV. Like once a week I watch an episode of The Chosen and that's it. And I watch Fox News. Forbes. All right. I'll talk to you guys later. Anything else?
The Syndicate Kill Taylor pre-order on Vindicate is on now too.
Oh, yes.
Just so it's on vndk.com. It's a pre-order for those sick ass yellow shirts.
I love yellow shirts.
Me too. I haven't had one in a while. These are sick.
Me neither. And it's real yellow. It's not fucking mustard yellow. I like it.
Yeah.
I like the brighter the yellow, the better.
Yeah. Oh, look, you can get athletic fit or a relaxed fit. I think I'm going to get a relaxed.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting relaxed.
My body's not ready for an athletic fit.
All right, that's cool.
There you go.
All right, Audrey, good luck finding some cock. There is some good cock out there.
Praying for you.
Yeah, praying for you too. Love you guys. Talk to you guys soon. Bye bye.